All right, welcome to game number 2, basketball fans. Justin McIsaac handling the play-by-play for this one, switching places, trading places like the Eddie Murphy movie with Pete Terrier. Bishop Guertin, Bishop Brady. Bishop Guertin making it all the way to the Division I title game last year. Big things expected from Bishop Brady in Division II this year. Teams are ready to go, and we're underway in game number 2. Tap is controlled by Guertin. That is Williams. Now on the right wing, it goes over to Jack Zimmerman. Zimmerman looking for space to operate, gets it back to the right wing for Williams. Williams inside now, goes right back out to Zimmerman. Backdoor cut and up and in. Nicely done by Costas Niaros. And early on, it's 2-0 Bishop Guertin. Bishop Guertin, the Cardinals, and Bishop Brady, the Giants. They've been known as the Green Giants in the past. I was told, broadcasting one of the girls' games against Portsmouth a few years ago, they prefer not to be called the Green Giants, so we'll just refer to them as the Giants. Joe Bell gets all the way to the right elbow, leaves it, and up and no good on a foul is called. Aaron Svensson will head to the line.
Foul on number 42, Joe Marandola.
And the guilty party was Joe Marandola for the Cardinals, so Svensson heads to the line for 2, 6'5" junior. Tough to tell from up high here with the great John Kesty exactly how tall these kids are, so we'll keep track for you. First one hits the back of the iron. Bishop Brady looks to be wearing their practice uniforms from about 15 years ago, I'd say. And the second one's no good too, so Svensson takes a goose egg, still 2-0, 7:09 to go early on in the first quarter. The Coaches for a Cause Jamboree. Jumper's no good, recovered by Brady. Trapped in the backcourt was Danny Fogarty. He's able to get it out to Bell. Jordan Bell up and in for the right block. And this game is tied at 2. Bringing up for the Cardinals. Jack Zimmerman leaves on the right side for Williams. Williams inside for number 7, Costas Niaros, puts it up no good, rebounded by Svensson. And the Giants in transition. Bell gets to the paint, puts it up and in the hoop and the harm. He'll head to the free throw line. And it looks like BG wants a timeout.
BG foul on number 40.
Not counting personal fouls in this one. If we were in game number 1, I think 7 kids for Salem would have fouled out in the first half. So just team fouls counted in the Coaches for a Cause Jamboree. If you're purchasing this DVD, we thank you for helping us out with the Jamboree. The first annual, we hope to do about 15 of these in a row, maybe more, who knows. If Dave Haley's able to last that long. So Bell at the line for a pair. And actually, trying for the three-point play, misses the free throw on the left block. Nicely done, Joe Marandola. Found himself all by his lonesome, ties it up at 4. A little bit of pressure from BG. And it goes off the foot of Andrew Williams. Tie up for the ball. Which way is it going to go? It'll be Cardinal basketball. Unique opportunity for teams playing in different divisions to face off in this Jamboree. And a foul on BG away from the basketball. Looks like Jack Zimmerman. He's the guilty party. So Brady gets it right back. Bell in the backcourt, crosses the timeline, splits 2 defenders, gets to the left elbow, leaves it in the left corner for Gary Clark. Clark leaves it underneath for Svensson, who puts it up and in. Nicely done. 6-4, 6 minutes to play. Bishop Brady with a 2-point lead. On the left side, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound right into the waiting hands of number 42, Joe Marandola. Follow your shot, kids. That's how you do it. And we're tied at 6. Bell brings it up. Bell gets to the free throw line, and that'll be an offensive foul. Fell a little bit out of control. Steamrolls over Costas Niaros, who doesn't look any worse for wear. It'll be Bishop Guertin basketball. Actually, now the refs are going to talk it over. Have a little discussion, see who the foul should have been on. Anytime you see a referee talking into his hand, usually means there's a chance they're going to overturn the call. But this time they will not. Referees just like to talk to their hands, I guess. Guertin will bring it up. It's Zimmerman between the circles. Guarded by Clark over in the right corner now underneath for Niaro. Splits it up, no good. Shot wouldn't fall, rebounded by Zimmerman. Excuse me, Marandola puts it up and in. And it's 8-6, 5:26 to go in the first quarter. Home run pass is intercepted by Zimmerman. Now goes underneath. Oh, the catch and the putback from Marandola, and BG gets a warning not to slap the ball once you scored. So 10-6 BG, 5:14 to play. Baseline's run, it goes into Bell. Bell got himself out of control and committed another offensive foul. That's a good thing for Coach Mark Guertin to be able to work on with young Mr. Bell in a situation like this where you can't foul out. So Guertin will have the ball, 5:09 to go in the first. 10-6 is the Cardinal lead. Zimmerman goes to his right, still going, hands it off. Now underneath for cutting Niaros. Goes up top to Zimmerman. Zimmerman into the corner. Three-pointer's no good, rebounded by Bell. Bell trying to lead the break, 3-on-2. Left side it goes. Layup for the left side, up and in. Joe Bell. Joe Bell rocking the old school do. Kobe Bryant, when he was a younger man, had that same haircut. Left elbow jumper is no good. Hits the back of the iron from Marandola. And it looks like we're getting a line change coming up for Bishop Guertin in a second here. Over the left wing it goes for Fogarty. Back up top between the circles for Bell. Bell drifts over to the right wing. In the right corner goes for Fogarty. Fogarty will launch a jumper, and yes, two-pointer. And we're knotted up at 10 halfway through the first. Cherry picking on the other end, up and in for the Cardinals.
Last basket,
Marandola. He retakes the lead for Bishop Guertin. Bell gets bumped into on his way to the cup, and 5 over the boards for BG.
Off the bench for BG, number 3, Chad Oliveri. Number 4, CJ Boyd. Number 6, John New.
And we'll let Pete Terrier handle the substitutions. Go ahead, Pete. You're doing a good job. They said 5 in like that. That's not fair. Should be illegal. And Bell gets called for a carry. Jordan Bell does. It'll be Guertin basketball.
35, Matt Moore.
So the Cardinals have it. 12-10 and 3:45 to go in the first quarter. Entry pass on the right block. It goes to Kyle Lavoie. Scoop shot's no good. Here come the Giants the other way. Bell takes it inside, now brings it outside. Hands it off to Gary Clark. Clark left it for Matt Morey. Now back to Joe Bell, loses it for Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell, left wing 3, a little long, and rebounded by Boykin for Bishop Guertin. His pass intercepted, though, by Jordan Bell, who gets fouled with 3:16 to go in the first. That was Kyle Lavoie. And in checks Matt Quirk. He'll replace Gary Clark. Isn't Gary Clark a band leader in like the 50s or the 40s? Dave Clark, says John Kester. Might have heard him picked up on the mic. The Dave Clark 5, was it not? Right. Elbow jumper for Jordan Bell, no good. Outlet pass. And a nice bounce pass to the right block. It goes up and in. Chad Oliveri. And it's 14-10 BG. Just under 3 minutes to go in the first. Jordan Bell, left side for Joe Bell. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, CJ Boykin fighting his teammate for it. Now he's got it in transition. Gets to the paint, scoops it up and in for the left side. Nicely done. 16-10 BG with 2:42 to go in the first quarter. Back the other way, the Giants. Quirk dribbles around a defender, leaves it for Jordan Bell over the right side. It goes 3 on the way from Morey. No good, but he's fouled. And he's going to go to the line for not 1, not 2, but 3 shots.
Foul by Bishop Guertin's Kyle Lavoie.
Kyle Lavoie on the foul.
For Matt Moore.
So Maury will get 3. The key to making 3 foul shots is you have to make the first one. You can't make all 3 unless you make the first. That's a fact. And the first one is no good. I believe Tim McCarver once said the only way to win both games of a doubleheader is to win the first one. I picked that up from Tim McCarver, who's thankfully retired. Second one is good. 2:32 to play in the first quarter. 16-11, Bishop Guertin over Bishop Brady. And Matt Maury trying to go 66.7% from the line on this trip. He does, and it's 16-12. Alex Arica gets it over to C.J. Boykin on the left wing. Right wing it goes for John Noon. Chad Oliveri gets the lane, triple team, kicks it out for Noon. It was not high noon there, shot's no good. Rebound underneath for Kyle Lavoie. Lavoie kicks it out, and this time the jumper is good from Oliveri. 18-12, just over 2 minutes to go in the first. BG with the lead, no look pass underneath for Aaron Svensson. Svensson gets it out to Quirk, rotates back up top for Joe Bell. Joe Bell left wing, it goes for Matt Quirk. Quirk up top for Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell hands it off to Maury. Maury for Joe Bell. Left corner, Jordan Bell. Ball above his head, puts it on the floor. And that'll be the 3rd charge called on Jordan Bell in the first quarter.
Offensive foul, Jordan Bell.
Jordan Bell's he's a pretty in-shape dude. He's just got to stop throwing those forearms into chest because that's been his bugaboo so far in the first quarter. It'll be Boykin who brings it up for BG. Bullet pass in the middle, intercepted by Jordan Bell. He'll lead the break. It jumps and passes to Joe Bell. Kind of couldn't make up his mind there. Left wing, Quirk, 3, no good. Rebounded by Guertin, and here come the Cardinals. 1:25 to go in the first, 18-12. Boykin, nice move, gets to the hole, but he traveled. A little too nice for the referee's liking, and BG will send 5 more over the boards. As Jim McMillan trying to get everybody some playing time. Interesting to see the different strategies of the coaches in the first game, Salem and Wyndham. It seemed like the coaches played it like a straight-up ball game. Try to get their regular substitution patterns down. This game, BG kind of playing it as though it's the exhibition that it is. Getting all their kids involved. Brady kind of played it straight up so far. Just over a minute to go in the first quarter. 18-12 Cardinals. Into the right corner, Joe Bell for 3, no good. Rebounded by Mike Rinko. Outlet pass is tipped out of bounds. Looked like Joe Bell got a finger on it. He did. It'll be Cardinal basketball. Rinko wearing number 68. If you wear that number in spring training, you're probably going down to AA, but wearing their practice jerseys tonight. Trying to trigger the inbound. It goes all the way out to, and now I have to wait for the number on the back of the jersey to appear. As it goes inside to Camacho. Shot was no good. Putback's no good. Camacho gets it back, puts it up. This time it falls and he'll head to the line. 6'5" junior Garrett Camacho. If his nickname isn't Macho, then I don't know what we're doing here tonight. No relation to Hector Macho Camacho, boxing champion from back in the day. Look him up, kids. He was good. John Kessie says back in my day. I watched him on HBO. 20-12, 40 seconds to go in the first period of this Bishop Brady, Bishop Guertin matchup. That pass goes off the fingertips of Joe Bell, out of bounds. It's Brady basketball. Hector Macho Camacho was insane too. He was great. We'll bring it up for BG. This time it's Ryan Magagi. On the right side it goes for Rinko. Back to Magagi. Intercepted by Jordan Bell. Bell trying to go coast to coast. Gets to the paint. Puts it up and in. The hoop and the harm. And he will head to the free throw line, trying to make it a 5-point game.
BG foul, number 14, Ryan McGahee.
Crowd was a little late for the start of the first game. Filled in nicely by the end, though, and you'll see people trickling in all tonight. Tonight's the second game on Friday. Tomorrow is when we expect the big crowds to show up. A little tough to fight the traffic on a Friday night. The Saturday game should be A packed house for all of them as Bell completes the three-point play. 20-15, 15 seconds to go in the first. Guertin with the lead and the ball. Entry pass goes into Camacho. He loses the handle, and here come the Giants with 8 seconds to go. Jordan Bell gets to the paint, little crab dribble, puts it up and in. Nice move. 20-17, 1 second to go from half court, no good, and that's the end of the first period. With the score, Bishop Guertin 20, Bishop Brady 17. And we're back, start of the second quarter. Giants will have the basketball to start the second quarter. They trail by 3 to the Cardinals. Battle of the Bishops. You don't usually see that outside of a chessboard, but here we are, the Coaches for a Cause Jamboree, and that's what we got. Goes in, there's a mouthpiece down as drawing the foul, Danny Fogarty, 6-foot senior.
BG foul on number 7, Costas
Nieros picked up the foul. No personal fouls, as we said, but they do keep track of team fouls. Jordan Bell, kick out for Fogarty. Fogarty gives it right back to Bell. Bell, ball above his head. Off a screen, goes to his right, pull-up jumper. Yes! 20-19 with 7:40 to go in the first half. On the left side it goes. Now inside to, I believe that was Chad Oliveri. Costas Nieros, check that. The turnaround, and it's back to a three-point lead for BG. Outlet pass it goes for Fogarty. Fogarty got his pocket picked, coming back the other way. Williams puts it off the glass and in. And it's a 5-point BG lead. Less than a minute gone by in the second quarter. BG showing more pressure now. Pass to the right side goes to Jordan Bell, up and in, and he'll head to the free throw line. Nice move by Bell to collect the pass, put it up all in one motion. Feel the contact and still sink the layup. He'll head to the line to try and make it a 2-point game. Fast and furious action in the first minute of the second quarter. And Bell, that one spins off the right side of the rim, no good. 24-21 BG, 7 minutes to go. Left side, 3 on the way, yes! The man with the glowing sneakers, Kyle Gavin, sinks that one. Joe Bell coming the other way, gets to the paint, right hand, tough move, won't fall. Rebounded by BG. And here comes Jack Zimmerman. Zimmerman backs it out on the right wing. And we'll reset. 2-3 zone for Brady. Goes on the right side to Marandola. He gets it underneath baseline. Tough shot, no good, but a foul is called. I believe that's Oliveri headed to the line. Check that, Jack Zimmerman. Svensson picks up the fall, or the foul even in English. I had my Swedish accent going for Svensson and I couldn't say foul. First one no good for Zimmerman, 5'11" sophomore. He'll try to increase the lead to 7 with 6:22 to go. That one is good. And Bishop Guertin with a 7-point lead on Bishop Brady. Full court pressure, it goes into Joe Bell. Bell looking for help, he's double teamed, gets it poked away, but gets it back. Shovels it over to Fogarty. Fogarty's in trouble. And timeout is called, a 30-second timeout by Bishop Brady. They were in trouble of, or in danger of committing a 10-second violation. So they'll talk. So Bishop Brady with a conference to talk about how to beat this pressure from Bishop Guertin. Goes into Jordan Bell. Still in the backcourt, now over the line for Joe Bell. Bell behind the back dribble, gets to the top of the key. Goes on the left side for Fogarty. Fogarty up top for Clark. Clark gets it poked away. Here comes Williams. Williams in transition. Nice move to the bucket, puts it up and in. 30-21, 5:55 to go in the second quarter. Jordan Bell trying to park the C there. Leaves it for Joe Bell. Mishandled it, but it goes over to Jordan Bell on the left side. Bell, another crab dribble. Tough shot, won't fall. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. A human highlight reel so far, Jordan Bell. Back the other way it goes through Joe Marandola. Back to 32-23 with 5:30 to go in the first half. That pressure that BG used so effectively against Spalding in the Division I semifinal. Oh, no look pass. Underneath it goes to Aaron Svensson. He finishes, and it's 32-25 with 5:10 to go in the second. Cross court goes for Kyle Gavin. His three-pointer finds the mark. Kyle Gavin bought those shoes at three-point land based on the color of those babies. Jordan Bell loses his footing, but not the ball. Shovels it over to Gary Clark. Puts it off the rim, no good. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass. Back the other way. Jack Zimmerman saves it, but to the wrong team. Danny Fogarty comes away with it. Bell gets it up ahead to Clark. Clark will slow things down with 4:39 to go, and he gets fouled. 35-25, Bishop Guertin. With 4:37 to go in the first half, and another line change for BG. As they've been making wholesale changes all game long.
At the line for 1-on-1 for Brady.
Every coach played it a little bit different. Still another good one to come later on this evening as Pelham and Merrimack will get it on. As the front end of the 1-on-1 is good from Gary Clark. 35-26 with 4:37 to play. Clark with his second. That one's short. Rebound Joe Bell. Keeps it alive and hands it to Jordan Bell. Thinks about a three. Changes his mind. Gets it out to Joe Bell. Up top for Morey. Left side for Clark. For three. No good. Rebounded by CJ Boykin. Behind the back dribble to escape. Pull-up jumper from the top of the key is short. Long rebound battled for and controlled by Joe Bell. Bell tries to start it up. 2-on-2. Gets to the right block. Puts it up and in, and the foul. Great move by Joe Bell. He'll try to cut it to a 6-point Bishop Guertin lead with 4:15 to play in the first half. Aaron Svensson's going to check in and give Gary Clark a breather. Bishop Brady with just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 kids here tonight, while BG brought a whole army, it looks like. So that'll affect the substitution pattern. As Bell unable to complete the three-point play. Rebound, BG had it, or Bishop Brady had it briefly. Bishop Guertin comes away with it. Boykin shovels it to the left side. Three-pointer on the way is no good. Rebound Boykin. Put it off the side of the dome of his own player there. Like it went off Kyle Lavoie, and it's Brady basketball. Here come the Giants. Morey gets it over to Joe Bell on the left side. Up top for Morey. Right side, Gary Clark. Check that. That is Matt Quirk. Now it's Joe Bell, comes to the top of the key, between the legs dribble, goes to his left, loses it on the floor, scrum for the ball. It ends up in the hands of Jordan Bell, rolled right to him. Pull-up jumper, short. Long rebound is bounced around, and Joe Bell comes away with it. Now it's Morey. Morey loses for Jordan Bell, tries to turn the corner, loses it out of bounds. It'll remain with the Giants. And Jim Mingo is in midseason form. Coaches have that look where they're not happy. You have to perfect that look as a coach where you're not happy with something. Even if you're happy, you have to look not happy. That pass is picked off by Alex Arica. Arica coming the other way, puts it high off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Brady, jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to the Cardinals. They'll have it with 3:17 to go, up 7, 35-28. Boykin gets it right in immediately to Oliveri. Three-pointer is no good, rebounded by Joe Bell. Bell gets his pocket picked by CJ Boykin, though. Boykin will pull up for three. Left wing, no good. Rebounded by Kyle Lavoie. Stolen underneath, and the Giants come away with it. Jordan Bell tries to leave it, but leaves it for the wrong team as it's picked off. Now the ball's tied up, jump ball. This time it'll belong to the Giants, as 5 Cardinals will replace 5 Cardinals. And Danny Fogarty will check back in for the Giants.
BG sends back out Andrew Williams, Costas Niarmos, Joe Marandola, Kyle Gavin, and Jack Zimmerman.
Fogarty triggers the inbounds, gets it into Jordan Bell. Tries to turn the corner, finds a double team. Cross court it goes, and a little too tall for Matt Quirk, so it'll go to the Cardinals. And Pete Terrier was in mortal danger down there. Heads up, Pete. On the right side it goes to Gavin. Gavin's three, no good. Long rebound kept alive by the Cardinals. This three from Zimmerman is no good. And Jim Mignall is not happy, I think, with the number of threes being jacked up by his team. Over the corner it goes for Fogarty for three, no good. Rebounded by BG. Marandola on the left side it goes. Up top for Marandola, got it back. Now over on the right side for Zimmerman. Zimmerman underneath looking for Niaros. Kind of taken away, but there's a foul. That foul's on BG, so it's going to be a bonus situation for the Giants. Fogarty will head the line for two with 2:13 to go. Fogarty's no good with the first one. 6-foot senior. As Boykin will come in for the Cardinals. Second one is too strong, rebounded by BG. Gavin came away with it. Bounce pass underneath. Nice move to put it up and in by Marandola. 37-28, 2:02 to go in the second. Back the other way, it's Morey. And this pass is going to slip off the hands of Jordan Bell. It goes out of bounds, CJ Boykin. Luckily saved it after it already hit out of bounds, so it'll be Cardinal basketball.
Into the game for Brady.
Joe Bell and Gary Clark check back in for the Giants. 37-28. Bishop Guertin, 154 to play in the second quarter. Right side for Boykin. Looking for the entry pass, can't find any room. Now he gets it inside to Zimmerman or Marandola. Marandola's shot no good. Rebounded by Joe Bell. Joe Bell goes past Boykin. Looked like a lot of steps, but he puts it up and in. Nice move by Joe Bell. 1:34 to go in the second. 37-30. Boykin up top. Now on the left wing, it's Marandola, and we got a player down. Didn't see what happened. It was Danny Fogarty that hit the deck. Not sure if he got run into, but he looks like he's got a little bit of leakage there, so he'll have to come out of the game. He's a hockey player, he'll be okay. And they got to make sure there's no blood on the floor, as that would have to be tended to by somebody wearing rubber gloves. Cross court goes on the inbounds. Shot was blocked. Oliveri's attempt. Foul on the rebound, and Brady will be shooting free throws. Good sized crowd on hand for the second game of the Friday night edition of the Coaches for a Cause Jamboree.
The line for Bishop Brady, number 24, Jordan Bell.
And Saturday's event should be bigger and better than even tonight, with 5 games going on Saturday evening. Jordan Bell's first free throw is no good. Bishop Brady down 37-30. Bell with his second is good, and it's 37-31, 1:19 to go in the first half. Boykin on the right side, behind the back dribble, left side it goes for Zimmerman. Zimmerman gets it in the left corner, now he gets it right back. Ends it off, it goes underneath for Camacho, and a traveling violation is called, so Brady will have the basketball. 1:04 to play in the second. Pressure from BG as he goes over to Matt Morey. Stolen by Boykin though. Left on the left side. As that was Zimmerman shoveling it over. Boykin runs the baseline, brings it all the way back out. 47 seconds to go. Three-pointer on the way is short. Rebounded by Joe Bell. He'll try to fight his way through traffic. Slows it down with 38 seconds to play. Left side it goes for Morey. Morey hands it off for Jordan Bell. Gets it back. Left quarter three. Yes! 25 seconds to play in the half. It's a three-point ball game. Boykin between the circles. Let's see if BG holds for the last shot of the first half. At the foul line, it goes down the right side, rotates into the corner for Zimmerman. Zimmerman's three is good. Zimmerman with the answer, and it's 40-34 with 5 seconds to go. Goes into Jordan Bell, 3 seconds. Bell gets it over to Joe Bell, and that will do it for the first half of the score. Bishop Guertin 40, Bishop Brady 34. We'll be back with the second half shortly on nhsportspage.com. Now we're back for the second half of Bishop Guertin and Bishop Brady. BG with a 40-34 lead. I believe the head honcho of this whole enterprise, Dave Haley, is making his way towards the broadcast position, if I'm not mistaken. There he is. There's the man. Let's check it out. We are on the air, by the way. This is broadcast live to millions.
Streaming live?
Of course we are. Bishop Guertin with the ball. Up top, it goes over on the left side for Mirandole. He fires an air ball. No good. It'll be Brady basketball. So we're midway through the first evening, Dave. How are you liking the festivities so far?
It's a coaches convention in the crowd, which I'm enjoying very much. Those are my guys. I would say crowd-wise we're doing pretty good, but there's no students.
Yeah, that's. I think tomorrow I was saying is going to be the big day for student involvement.
Yeah, I mean Friday nights, maybe Saturday might be better.
It's a tough night with the traffic and all that. Three-pointer no good from Fogarty. Put back though by Jordan Bell, and it's a 4-point game.
What do you think of Joe and Jordan Bell?
Hey, look at Jordan plays a little aggressive. He had three. Ooh, nice jumper for the right side. Three-pointer is good. And Guertin increases their lead to 43-36. First time I've seen Jordan and Joe Bell.
They're good. I like Joe Bell a lot.
As this underneath after a fire drill there, and it's no good. From Kyle Gavin back the other way, laid up and in. Nicely done. By the Gary Clark 5.
That was Dave Clark.
We went over that in the first half. Three-pointer on the way is no good.
Who are you talking to?
John Kesty and I. John Kesty had to correct me.
You're all by yourself up here.
I need someone to talk to,
John
Dave.
Kesty's not here. Are you talking to invisible people?
The great John Kesty immediately to my right, working the camera.
He's getting flashbacks of Plymouth at a cold library.
As this one is slapped out of bounds, it'll stay with Brady. Yeah, luckily, we're not doing personal fouls in this Jamboree because Jordan Bell had 3 charges in the first quarter.
Yeah.
That was...
Well, Wyndham and Salem, I think, would have been in the high 60s.
Well, Salem would have had 3 guys left. They would have had to go Hickory High School style. My 4's on the floor.
That's right.
Three-pointer on the way from Jordan Bell. Knocks us down. What do they call it?
Because Raid Butcher didn't buy in.
A 2-pointer. It's a 3-point game with 6:11 to go in the third quarter. So Brady is one of the favorites in Division II, I think, if I'm reading your mind, as 5 will come in for Bishop Guertin. Coach Miggs not pleased with something he saw, Dave.
No, he's once again pulling 5 guys out and putting 5 guys on the bench. He's done this 3 times already.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how the different coaches play. In the first game, it looked like Salem Wyndham played it like a straight-up game with the normal substitution patterns. Bishop Brady's only got 9 kids there, so they're substituting like they normally would with their normal rotation.
This is what BG does, though. They play 12 kids. They always do. Even when they win the state championship, they're always playing 10 to 12 kids.
Yeah. So BG, they played at least 15 tonight by my count.
Yeah.
Jordan Bell, fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound, nice job pulling that down by Aaron Svensson. Puts it up and in, and it'll go to the line. The hoop and the harm for Svensson.
BG foul for 4, CJ Boykin.
You can tie this game up with 5:47 to go. With a name like Svensson, you think he'd be
A tennis player?
blonder and a tennis player. As the free throw's no good.
Or maybe a bad guy in Die Hard.
Oh, definitely. Not the main bad guy though, like a henchman.
Like definitely like a henchman.
Yeah.
Svensson.
Yeah.
The one. And you'd be like, who's that guy who got shot in the first hour of the movie? And it'd be Svensson.
Svensson. Joe Bell gives Bishop Brady the lead with 5:30 to go in the
Joe
third.
Bell. I'm a fan of Joe Bell.
That's what I hear. Starting to like Joe Bell myself. Jumper from the right wing, no good. As Jordan Bell will push it up. Steps around CJ Boykin, puts it up and in. And Bishop Brady extends the lead to 3 with 5:11 to go in the third. CJ Boykin on the left wing. Shovels it over to Alex Enrique. Now it's Oliveri. Back up top it goes for Noon. Enrique on the left side for Boykin. Boykin finds some daylight and says, what the heck? Puts it up. No good, but he's fouled. Had a lot of room to operate with. It looks like all the Bishop Brady kids were kind of looking at who they were supposed to cover. Meanwhile, Boykin got to the cup and he'll head to the line for 2.
To the free throw line, CJ Boykin for 2.
Guertin getting all the way to the finals in Division I last year. Nice run before falling to Trinity. Boykin's first one is no good.
CJ Boykin is very good. He's always hurt. He's hurt a lot. Unfortunately, he's a great athlete. Good player.
He's not the biggest guy in the world.
Great football player.
He's listed.
He is the biggest guy in the world.
He's listed at 5'6". He's the biggest guy in the world.
Very small. Small world after all.
Like the Lisa Simpson world that she created. As this one is picked off by Boykin. Boykin all alone, up and in. And this game's retied at 46. Jordan Bell gets it poked away. Boykin scrum the floor for it, comes away with it. Here comes Boykin. It was a 3-on-2, but getting back on defense was Clark. Now a 3 from the right wing, no good. Joe Bell rebound. Now a 4-on-2 the other way. Bounce pass to Bell, got it back. Lays it up and in. 48-46 Brady, 4:20 to play in the third. Boykin to the left side. Leaves it for Oliveri. That goes on the right side for John Noon. Up top for Boykin.
I like John Noon.
You like a lot of guys in this game.
I do. Some guys I don't like, but I'm not saying that. I wouldn't say that about them.
Three-pointer is good. It's high noon for Bishop Guertin, and it's 49-48. See what I did there, Dave? High noon.
That's it. Jim Nance would have done that 10 minutes ago.
Hello, friends. That's a traveling violation. Dan Fogarty. Love Dan Fogarty's solo stuff, by the way. Dave's ignoring the bad joke this time, huh?
I'm tweeting.
I'm not sure I like you ignoring my bad jokes. The only reason I'm making this for you. 49-48. BG on top with 3:42 to go in the third. Boykin now goes inside for Oliveri. Oliveri turnaround, tough shot in the paint, no good. Rebound and the putback is no good, but a foul is called. And headed to the line is Michael Winko.
Aaron Svensson to the free throw line for Guertin, number 68.
Svensson with a very tennis-like foul.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And it's Rinko at the line for 2, misses the first. So you don't see the number 68 a lot in high school basketball.
I was noting on Twitter that Jim Mignall has pulled his starters out of the game on 3 separate occasions.
Well, it's preseason for everybody.
That's right. The great John Kesty's getting flashbacks to one Logan Kesty's career at BG.
Second one was no good. Foul's called on the loose ball. And with 3:30 to go, the third quarter, it's a 1-point BG lead.
The crowd dying down a little bit, and I really honestly blame Elliot Bless for that.
Why do you blame Elliot? I just got to know.
I'll tell you off camera.
Pressure from BG is pitched out of bounds. And we'll have some substitutions. This time BG doesn't send 5 players in, so Pete Terry's able to catch up with the substitution. As it's Zimmerman now on the left side, it goes for Maradola looking underneath. Pass is deflected. The Giants try to come away with it, but Marandola is able to get it over to the right side, laid up and in. Zimmerman puts the biscuit in the basket. It's 51-48. 3 minutes to go in the third. Jumper from the left side is in and out, back in again.
Brady basket, Danny Fogarty.
Dan Fogarty makes it a 1-point lead for BG.
Danny. Not John Fogarty. I thought you said John Fogarty.
No, I said Danny. That was the joke. Jumper from the left.
The joke
no,
not making it Fogarty.
It goes to the middle. Gavin puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in, and he's fouled. Gavin will head to the line. Can make it a 4-point BG lead with 2:34 to go in the third quarter.
Gavin to the line for 1.
So Gavin dips and fires. Hopefully he didn't get a look at his own shoes that would have blinded him. Free throw's no good. Goes over to Jordan Bell. Bell gets it over to Clark. Clark gets to the right block. Bullet pass to the left side for Fogarty. His jumper is good. Fogarty can shoot. You start to see why Brady is one of the preseason favorites in Division II.
I haven't anointed that yet.
You haven't anointed them yet? Foul on his way to the cup was Boykin.
Brady basketball. BG substitution number 7, Costas Niaros.
As Costas Niaros will check in. Hella Merrimack coming up in game number 3.
I was just going to say 2 very good games so far. Close games. I mean, both of them.
That's it's been very entertaining. Pretty well played for preseason games. When
absolutely.
Teams
give the D1 teams a lot of credit. They only been practicing for 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days, yeah. Fouls called underneath.
A lot of tension in there about Spalding tomorrow.
Is there?
Their ability to hang with Lebanon.
Since when is there tension about that? You're just trying to get under my skin.
A little bit.
Mission accomplished.
Still working.
Spalding and Portsmouth played a very good scrimmage the other night.
Who won that?
Well, they reset the score after every quarter, so it was about even through 4 quarters, and then they played 5 quarters. And then Portsmouth won that 5th quarter, so I guess Portsmouth would have won it, but turnaround in the paint, no good from Joe Bell. When the starters were in, it was about even though. As bullet pass underneath, nicely done by Joe Marandola. 6'5" senior makes it 55-52. Guertin with 1:40 to go. Oh, a foul's called. A timeout is called by Bishop Brady.
A good one. We can edit it out.
Timeout's over. Brady with the basketball down 3, 1:39 to go in the third. Joe Bell gets it along the left wing, and Bell got fouled. It'll be Brady basketball. John Kesty is having flashbacks over here, I think. Jordan Bell underneath. All the way up top it goes, and a collision as Boykin crashed into Gary Clark. Next foul puts Brady in the 1-on-1 bonus.
Brady possession on the sideline.
Joe Bell will have it along the near sideline. Gets into Fogarty, gets it right back. Gets to the paint and fouls on the floor, but Bell will head to the line for a 1-on-1. Jack Zimmerman, the guilty party.
Only a sophomore. Played minutes for him as freshman last year.
It is their 17th foul.
Haven't really heard Zimmerman and guilty party in the same sentence over the past year.
I think you will soon.
Joe Bell, 1-on-1.
John will edit that out.
Too much data.
Too much data. All right, Joe Bell at the line for 2. That one's good. And that makes it a 2-point game. Front end of the 1-on-1. That's what happens when Dave and I get together. It's dangerous.
These TVs are worth more because they're entertainment.
Yeah, the second one's no good. 55-53, 128 to go. As this goes right underneath, up and can't finish though was Marandola. Scrum for the basketball, jump ball, it'll belong to Brady. By the way, I don't know if you heard this today as I was racing to get here, Dave Haley. There was about 40 minutes. 40 minutes of World Cup talk on the Salk and Holly show today on WEI.
Is that a practical joke? Was somebody 40 minutes to the Salk and Holly show?
It's kicked away into the hands of Boykin.
I listen to Minihan now just because of Minihan.
And a foul's called.
Brady foul number 1, Gary Clark.
Gary Clark. Boykin will inbound it on the far sideline. In the middle it goes to Marandola. No good. Save for going out of bounds though, but into the hands of Joe Bell.
1 minute left in the period. 1 minute.
Bell with a minute to go in the third. Offside for Jordan Bell for 3. Yes! That gives Brady a 1-point lead with 50 seconds to go in the third. Boykin, no look pass into the corner for 3, no good. Rebounded by Brady, and that's a bit of a silly foul, and Coach Mingle is not pleased. I don't believe with that foul.
Fourth time he's pulled it. And by the way, they had just given the ball to Jordan Bell running down the court. He went up and but this kid's probably a good foul shooter. He knows better than
Matt Morey at the line for a 1-on-1 with 41 seconds to play in the third. You can extend the Brady lead to 3. First one's no good though, and rebound goes into the hands of Noon. Right wing, down to the right corner it goes. Up top for Noon, left side it goes for Arica. Ball works its way over to the right side. Arica gets it back in the right corner. Left side it goes for Magagi. Left corner 3, no good from Noon. Rebound with 10 seconds to go is Jordan Bell will hold for the last shot. 7 seconds. In the left corner, guarded by Arica, tries to poke it away. Bell gets to the foul line, leaves it underneath. 2 seconds to go. And
may I make a fundamental comment?
You may.
1 second left. It drives me crazy when kids put the ball on the floor in that position. Just catch the ball and go up.
1-on-1.
so a foul is called.
Let me grab one. I'll get you more.
Okay, thanks. Just grab one.
So Svensson at the line knocks the first one down. With a second to go in the third quarter.
Thank you. You owe me $7 for that. Pay for it.
Second one no good, and that's the end of the third quarter. After 3, it's Brady 57, Guertin 55.
Don't forget, folks.
Start of the fourth quarter, Bishop Brady leading Bishop Guertin 57-55 in game number 2 of the Coaches for a Cause Jamboree. As he goes through the right side for Noon, gets it over to Arica. Arica leaves it. Left elbow jumper is no good, but a foul is called. So Andrew Williams will head to the line.
Bishop Brady foul number 35, Matt Morey.
Matt Morey call for the foul.
1, Andrew Williams.
So Williams can give. Well, he can tie the score if he makes 2. First one's good.
Kudos to whoever came up with the matchups for this event, Justin.
Well, thank you for the kudos, because I think that was all me, right?
That was me.
Oh, that was you. That's right. Second one is good from Williams.
Almost out of bounds.
And we're tied at 57. Loose ball and a foul's called.
BG foul number 6, John Noon.
John Noon charged with a foul.
1-on-1 situation. Or 2 shots.
And that is the 10th foul of the half for BG, so heading to the line for 2 is Jordan Bell. So who would you say are the favorites, Dave? I don't want you to spoil your 10,000 word column that I'm sure is coming.
Thank you.
Who would you say are the favorites in Division 2 this year?
Pembroke.
Pembroke, him.
Brady will certainly be there. I would say Pelham is probably, I'm guessing, will be the number 2 team. Portsmouth is always there.
And both shots
Wyndham's going to be pretty solid, and Plymouth will be good too. Oyster River, Cole Brown. There's going to be a lot of pretty decent teams.
It's a matter of who stays healthy and who doesn't get sick right around February.
That's right. I don't know why these kids don't take flu shots. Every year I rant about it. I rant about it every year. To no avail.
It determines playoff seeding when each team gets the flu, because they all do.
Every year, Littleton.
John Newton knocks it down, and we're retired at 59.
Pizza in front of you.
Dave Haley's just waving pizza in front of me while I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to be a professional over here. Not trying very hard, but I'm trying. Svensson leaves it for Jordan Bell. Floater in the lane, no good. And Arika grabbed the rebound, but he traveled. So another line change for BG. They'll send 5 in. The tie game was just under 7 minutes to go. Bishop Brady, very impressive in the second game of the Coaches for a Cause Jamboree. No look pass to the right elbow. Jumper's no good. Rebounded, getting his own rebound was Fogarty. Fogarty tried to bullet it inside. It was tapped over to Jordan Bell. Fogarty gets it back. Left corner 3, no good. Rebounded by Chad Oliveri. To the left side it goes for Rinko. Rinko gets to the left block, puts it up, and it rattles home. 61-59, BG with 6:33 to go. Second straight game that looks like it's going to go right down to the wire. Joe Bell gets to the paint, leaves it, goes off the fingertips of the intended receiver, and here come the Cardinals. Stolen by Joe Bell. He gets tackled, and a foul is called. So Brady's going to shoot some more free throws. Coach Mark Eaton's going to lots of like from his team tonight.
To the free throw line for 2, Joe Bell.
Bell heads back to the line. Trying to tie it up with 6:19 to go. Bell dips and fires. First one is good. As Gary Clark checks back in for the Giants. Dave Haley distributing the pizza up here at the broadcast position. Second one is good from Bell, and we are tied again at 61. 6:19 to play in regulation. Goes up top for Rinko. Rinko looking underneath, can't find anybody. Gets it on the right side.
He's a nice freshman. He's supposed to be a pretty good player. There's a lot of hype on this kid.
Already 6'2", just a freshman. He's not going to get smaller. Oliveri goes baseline, puts it up off the window. Left hand is good. 63-61, Guertin with 5:55 to go in regulation. Joe Bell over on the right wing. Bell cut it pass for Jordan Bell. Thought about a fadeaway jumper. Instead kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way is good from Gary Clark. It's a 1-point lead for Brady. The first game was tough to top in terms of pure entertainment. This one has certainly matched it.
We aim to please Justin.
We certainly do. Scoop shot with the left hand, no good from Marindola, but he'll head to the line.
Can we talk about now?
Bishop Brady foul on number 24, Jordan Bell. To the free throw line, Joe Marindola.
So Marindola heads to the line for 2, trying to retake the lead for the Cardinals. First one rattles home.
CJ Boykin checking into the game for BG.
It's going to be the unedited version.
It's CJ Boykin checks in.
Unedited version.
64-64. That one rattles its way home, and it's 65-64 BG with 5:25 to go. And it goes to Joe Bell against pressure. Joe Bell able to get across the timeline, and he was fouled.
BG foul, number 45, Jack Zimmerman.
Zimmerman picking up the foul. So Joe Bell will head back to the line for 2. So I'm guessing the most anticipated matchup of this weekend, as the first one's good from Bell, is probably Central Conant.
Well, Trinity Pembroke's a big game. 2 champions.
Well, that's
I'm excited for Conant and Central, yeah.
Which do you think is going to have the biggest crowd for of those 2 games?
I think Pembroke's going to bring the most people.
Really?
They're my favorite for the donation for the best crowd.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Conan pack the bleachers.
Conan could be there too, yeah.
The left side it goes for Zimmerman. Now to Boykin. Back to Zimmerman for 3. No good. Rebound kept alive by BG though, and they'll reset up top with under 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Boykin out on the right wing. Pull a pass underneath for Zimmerman. Excuse me, Marandola. He was fouled on his way up, and he'll shoot some free throws.
Brady foul number 43, Aaron Svensson. Marandola to the free throw
with the
line.
foul. As Brady down 66-65, we'll try to recapture the lead back and forth the whole game, really. As that one is no good. Rebounded by Jordan Bell, double team. Gets it to Joe Bell. Bell between the leg dribble. He's looking for help. They're throwing it backwards, though. Someone needs to flash to the middle, but Jordan Bell able to split the defense, get to the foul line, leaves it for Clark. Clark can't finish. It's rebounded by BG. Up ahead. Floater in the lane is no good. Rebounded by Joe Bell. Joe Bell's got numbers if he hustles. 3-on-2 leaves it for Clark once again. Lost the handle. Goes between the wickets of Boykin. And it's recovered by the Cardinals. On the left side it goes for Zimmerman. Right side jumper is no good. Rebounded by Svensson. Jordan Bell walks it up, 4:08 to go with a 1-point lead for the Giants. Bell picks up his dribble, leaves it for Fogarty. On the right wing it goes to Joe Bell. Jordan Bell leaves it for Joe Bell. Got a little too deep though, has to bring it back out. Jordan Bell open 3, no good. Rebound was controlled by Gavin, and here come the Cardinals. Boykin gets the left block, puts up a circus shot, won't fall. Rebounded by Jordan Bell. Bell tries to weave around a defender, and he's fouled by Kyle Gavin, and a timeout is taken. Jordan Bell heads to the line for 2, trying to extend the lead to 3 for Bishop Brady. And the first one is good. 67-65. Probably a bit more high scoring than Jim Mignon would like to see, I would imagine, Dave.
Open floor, yeah. Their press is not quite game day ready.
Second one, no good. 2-point lead for Brady.
He's got a deep team though. He's got a lot of talent.
He's brought about 40 kids on the bench there. Right wing it goes. Now back to the left wing for Gavin. Left corner for Williams. Left wing it goes for Zimmerman. On the right side for Gavin, back to Zimmerman, right wing. Tries to dribble between the legs, lost it off his knee. Goes to the left side for Arica. Arica entry pass now goes back out on the right side. 3-pointer on the way. Yes! Oh, they call it a 2, which messes up the whole call, but it's tied at 67 with 3:03 to go. Jordan Bell nearly gets it poked away. Does that time into the hands of Gavin. Gavin outlet pass for Williams. Williams left block, uses his body as a shield, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Joe Bell. And Bell will start it up. 2:45 to go, tie game, Bishop Brady and Bishop Guertin. Right side for Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell, crossover, gets to the left side, gets to the paint, scoops it up, and in! Behind the back layup, it'll head to the line. 2-point lead for Brady with 2:34 to play. Jordan Bell can make it a 3-point Bishop Brady lead. With 124 seconds left to go. Check that, 154 seconds left to go in regulation. A little quick math. Free throw is no good from Bell, and it's a 2-point Brady lead, 69-67. Left wing it goes for Arica, gets it back up top to Boykin. Boykin goes back to the right, foul line jumper, too strong. Rebound Jordan Bell. Outlet to Joe Bell, 2:15 to play. 2-point lead for Brady. Being guarded by Boykin, Bell trying to lose him, leaves it for Clark. Clark gets to the paint, puts it up, tough shot, no good, but he's fouled. This Bishop Brady team plays tough.
I like these guys. Yeah, I mean, obviously very guard oriented. They had a big kid. I think it was Brendan Johnson who think he's the quarterback. I don't know if he got hurt, but he's not on the team. But they had him. They were even better during the fall leagues. They had him.
First one was no good from Clark. 2:05 to go. 2-point Brady lead. Second one also no good. So the lead remains 2 for the Giants. Boykin. Right side it goes now. On the right elbow for Oliveri. It goes to Zimmerman. Back to Oliveri.
Very smart player. As you can tell because he has glasses.
Left side for Zimmerman. Zimmerman leaves it for Gavin. Gavin for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Jordan Bell. Bell goes to the left. Gets to the block. Lays it up and in. It's a 4-point Brady lead with 1:36 to go. Boykin between the circles. 1:30 to play. Directs traffic. Gives it top for Oliveri. Oliveri for Noon. 3-pointer finds the bottom of the bucket and the lead's cut to 1. That was Jordan Bell. And a timeout is called by Bishop Brady.
That was great.
1:14 to go in regulation. Bishop Brady clinging to a 1-point lead. Joe Bell will inbound it. Looking, gets it into Gary Clark. Gets it right back to Bell. Lost the handle. It's going to be Bishop Guertin basketball with 1:11 to go.
I don't think that's what they drew up.
You don't think they drew up losing it out of bounds, Dave?
I'm so angry. The Celtics are up 34-14 right now. What is wrong with the Celtics?
The first place Boston Celtics. Boykin brings it up with just over a minute to go. Gets to the paint, gets to the left side, scoops it up, left hand, up and in, and it's a 1-point lead for BG.
1 minute left in the period. 1 minute.
It's Joe Bell on the left side. It goes for Clark. Clark turns the corner, hands it off for Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell, crossover dribble, gets to the paint, no look pass underneath. I think it's Svensson who gets fouled.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. That's what happens when I look down at the rosters, Dave. So DG ball up 1, 42 seconds to go. Boykin off a screen, gets into the front court. Jump pass underneath for Gavin, puts it up and in, 3-point BG lead. Well, the clock is ticking for Cinderella.
Get the ball back.
You can call upsets in preseason jamborees, right? And Brady takes a timeout. 24 seconds to play. Bishop Brady down 3 with the ball. And it goes to Clark, right back to Joe Bell for 3. No good. Rebound Jordan Bell, keeps it alive. Puts it up and into the foul. He can tie it for the line.
Boy, that 3 was right on, too.
What a play from Jordan Bell. He can tie this ball game up with 18 seconds to go. You could see overtime here, Dave, in game number 2. I don't know if you can feel pressure in a preseason game, but if you can, Jordan Bell's feeling it right now. And he knocks it down. Full court pressure from Brady. Trapped in the backcourt as Boykin spins away from Joe and Jordan Bell. 12 seconds to go. Tie game at 74. Boykin to the right. 8 seconds to go. Boykin way out with 5 seconds to go. Gives it up 3 seconds. And ball's on the floor. No one's going to get a shot away. And I think Jim Mignall might have called a timeout with a second to go. So with 1 second to go, a timeout.
1 second will be put on the
And it'll have to be a catch and shoot.
I'm going to text Elliot and say, stop playing love music.
1 second to go. BG will inbound, trying to get a shot away in regulation. Tied at 74. Boykin inbounds it towards the cup. It goes out of bounds. That's going to give Brady a chance. For a long, I believe it'll be at about 3/4 court. Well, Joe Bell will inbound. They'll have to throw a Duke home run pass and try and get a shot away. It goes in with 1 second to go. Shot gets away. It's no good. And we'll play 4 minutes of bonus basketball.
4-minute overtime. Each team gets
Start of overtime. 4-minute overtime period here in the Coaches for a Cause Jamboree. Brady and Guertin tied at 74. I think most people would have installed BG as the favorite Dave Haley, so this is a bit of a surprise.
It is, but Brady's played very well. Remember, Bishop Guertin's only been practicing for 4 days, but
That's true.
They still have so many players, it's tough to get a rhythm with that many guys in and out.
Clark goes to the bucket hard, no good, but he's
I like
fouled.
this kid Clark, too. Add him to the list.
And people you like.
Yeah.
When we're off the air, can you tell me the players you don't like, please?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
Because
Because you've said so far, you've said you like every player. You've been
No,
a real-
that's not true. I like Joe Bell a lot.
you're being
I
a
like
real
the Clark
politician.
kid a lot. I like 35, good shooter.
First one is good from Gary Clark.
I like Zimmerman, Jack Zimmerman a lot.
Here, I'll just give you the roster. You read off every name, and you can tell me you like that kid, and then
McGuy's kid's good, but I think he's on steroids.
he's on something. Both free throws good, 76-74. Brady with the lead. I was a good left out when I played basketball. I didn't really get off the bench much. That was only in 5th grade. Left mid-block it goes for Maranzola, kicks it out. Jumper's no good from Gavin, rebounded by Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell gets fouled by Gavin. Maybe a little bit of a frustration foul by Gavin. And Jordan Bell's going to head to the line for 2, try and make it a 4-point Bishop Brady lead.
2 free throws for Jordan Bell.
Bell's first one rattles home. 77-74, 3:27 to play.
Into the game for Bishop Guertin, number 13, Wally Kwasinski.
And Bell will try to make it a 4-point lead. Second one is good. It's a 2-possession game, or was that one waved off? I think that was a lane violation on Jordan Bell. So 77-74. Scoop shot from the right block, no good. Tapped out of bounds. Bishop Brady basketball.
Brady ball.
Joe Bell has it. Dribbles it up the right side with 3:16 to play. Up top for Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell tries to turn the corner. Jordan Bell's played the entire game tonight.
Yeah.
And going to the cup, foul on Gary Clark.
I don't think they would do very well against this press without him.
Against who now?
Against this press.
I should say Gary Clark was fouled. He'll head to the line. He can make it a 2-possession game. With 3:04 to go in overtime.
No banjos.
Already made those twice.
Played out. 3 is when it feels like you're reaching.
See, here's the thing. If I make 3, I got to go ahead and make 7 so it comes all the way back around to being funny again.
Yeah, I have a buddy who did that, but he used to text like 12 or 13 times.
Is that Wade? Second one is good. 5-point lead for Brady. You can say if it is.
It's not.
Wade's not going to watch this.
I like the 2 kids on the BG teams whose mothers put red shirts in with their pennies, and they have pink pennies in the washer.
79-74.
The colors ran in the washer. Chad Oliveri and Clyde Boyd, also known as CJ Boyd.
Thank you for clearing that up. 5-point lead for Brady with under 3 minutes to go in overtime. It's stolen by Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell weaving his way to the lane, puts it up and in.
How many points does Jordan Bell have? He's got 30, right?
Somebody's keeping a book down there. He must have at least that. It's a
Gotta have at least
7-point
that.
Brady lead. Boykin at the right elbow. Backs it back out. Leaves it up top for Noon for 3. No good. Rebound, and Bishop Brady's going to milk that clock with 2:25 to play in overtime. In the left corner, it goes for Clark. Shows what I know for 3 off the side of the backboard. No good. Rebound, Boykin. Boykin all the way up top. Leaves it for, I think that was Noon. Noon lays it up and in and leads down to 5. Joe Bell running the floor. Leaves it underneath. Ball is tied up. Jump ball. Position belongs to BG. As it was Aaron Svensson that couldn't handle the pass.
Former diehard villain.
He would be the one with the long blonde hair chasing Bruce
Like the
Willis.
guy like stepped in the elevator, but the elevator wasn't there, and he just fell down the shaft.
No. He'd be the last guy that John McClane got before the main villain.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah. The name like Svensson.
I think that was Carl.
Svensson, I want you to make him suffer.
It's Carl.
just say if they made another Die Hard. Boykin, left elbow, up fakes, leaves it for Rinko. Yeah, why not?
They've made 5.
They can make another one. 1:43 to go. It's a 5-point Brady lead and a traveling violation on Danny Fogarty. So BG can cut it to a 1-possession game with a $1:41 to go in overtime. Now, Dave, as the czar of the Jamboree,
yes,
would they play double overtime or would we just call it a dryer? Boykin 3, no good. Play like 7 overtimes. A foul is called underneath. Or excuse me, coming back the other way. And it's on Bishop Brady.
Jordan Bell with about 35 points and 9 fouls.
4 of them in the first quarter. So it'll be a 1-and-1 for Rinko.
Freshman.
And front end is no good. Rebounded by Svensson, who is wrapped up. Possession arrow belongs to Bishop Brady this time. So they'll have the ball on a 5-point lead with 1:27 to go. We're in overtime in game number 2. Overtime. Fogarty leaves it for Joe Bell. Joe Bell between the legs dribble goes over to the left. 1:17 to go. Bishop Brady can take their time if they so choose. Jordan Bell tries to go baseline, now leaves it. And a traveling violation. And Gary Clark lost that pivot foot.
That drives the coach crazy because you have a drill in practice where you catch the ball and set your feet.
I should say, he didn't lose his foot. It was still there. He just moved it, which is against the rules.
Mark Guertin tells his team to calm down, which is absolutely the right message. They've turned it over 3 times.
Yeah, this could be a blowout in overtime. Instead, still a 5-point game. Left side for Noon.
Noon's a good shooter.
Leaves it for Boykin. Boykin over to Rinko. Rinko gets to the paint, puts it up. Offensive foul. Bishop Guertin and Brady will have it with 53 seconds to go.
Offensive foul number 68.
Looks like we have some Pelham students filling in, so we should get a livelier crowd for the next one. It is a coaches' convention tonight.
It is a coaches' convention. Although more students coming in. I think Pelham is bringing a crowd.
I think I just said that.
I wasn't listening to you.
John Kesty, please rewind the tape right now. So
you just caught me not listening to you.
What I said.
We're like an old married couple, and at some point,
in so many ways.
It gets numbed out after a while.
Foul is called with 51 seconds to go in
Calls
overtime.
on PG's number 45, Jack Zimmerman, to the free throw line for Brady.
So Joe Bell trying to knock down a couple of free throws, make it a 7-point game.
Are you excited to get back behind the mic again next game?
I'm beyond excited.
What can we expect?
I can expect you to come over and take the mic away from me sometime around the second quarter.
Oh, I would never. The more lunacy that occurs, the more I'm just going to look at you and say, keep it going. Keep it going.
Wait for the introductions of the Pelham Merrimack game then.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You get to do introductions.
Yeah, that was vetoed for the first game. Kind of spoiled the mojo.
John Kesty vetoed it.
I knew it was Kesty. Both are good from Bell, and it's a 83-76 lead for Brady. Boykin for 3, no good. Follows his shot, gets the rebound, and he's fouled.
Officials timeout.
Actually, it's an official's timeout. And the referee's having a conversation with Mark Eaton.
Seven-second runoff, 44 seconds in the overtime.
Somebody forgot to stop the clock.
44 seconds to go in OT.
Apparently we hired the guy from BG to do the clock.
Three-pointer, no good. Rebound and putback is good. John Noon is back to a 5-point game. And Marquise Dave Haley kicking my popcorn around like it owes him money. 36 seconds to go, 83-78. Brady, home run pass goes to Jordan Bell. Bell leaves it underneath for Svensson, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled.
You missed that layup.
Well, he was fouled, Dave, that's how. So to the line goes Aaron Svensson.
To the line for Brady, Aaron Svensson.
A 5-point lead, 33 seconds to go. First one is no good. So BG still has life.
Substitutions, Williams and New.
The hopes and dreams of all of Division II basketball hangs in the balance with 30 seconds left. They're about to go 1-1.
Second one no good, so a 5-point game, half a minute to play in overtime. Boykin gets to the cup, puts it up and in. It's now a 3-point game.
Where are they?
Jordan Bell gets it into Joe Bell. In trouble. Triple team to the backcourt.
Timeout.
And a timeout is called Bishop Brady.
It's a full timeout.
18 seconds to go in overtime, 83-80. Bishop Brady with the lead. Danny Fogarty will have to inbound. He gets it into Joe Bell. Joe Bell manages to shovel it back to Fogarty, walking the high wire. 10 seconds to go, and a jump ball is called. And possession belongs to Brady. Fogarty was surrounded by 4 Cardinals. One more, and they could elect a pope.
You like that one, huh?
You like that one, too.
I did like that one.
It goes into Joe Bell with 8 seconds to go. He's fouled.
Wait, you're still giggling?
I just got a high five from the great John Kesty. So,
Fouls on number 4.
you know what? I'm leaving right now. I'm just going. I'm dropping the mic. And
Gotta leave on a high note. See you later, Costanza. Good night, everybody.
Joe Bell at the line for 2 with 8 seconds in overtime.
Jerk store is the line.
And Bishop Brady is
just refusing to end this game.
They could have closed this thing out a number of times.
Every single Merrimack and Pelican begging that Joe Bell hits this foul shot. He does.
And that one is good. 4-point lead, 8 seconds to go. And if you're Bishop Brady, no fouls. CJ walks the dog, gets it to the 3-point line. Jacks it up and good. 1-point game. Brady doesn't even have to inbound it though, and it's all over. Your final in game number 2. Bishop Brady beats Bishop Guertin 84-83. Dave Haley's going to have interviews coming up next.